name is Ruthie. I work at the Decatur Library, and this is a video series about crafting for the holidays. Got to thinking that a lot of us are not going to be able to see friends and family like we would like to because of COVID this year. So what better way to show that you love and care about people than by making them something handmade? We're going to be making greeting cards with fabric. So what you do is you sew the fabric directly onto a piece of cardstock, and I'll show you what that looks like. This is a little mushroom one that I made. Little Christmas lights, Kwanzaa candles, Star of David, lots of different things you can do with this, and it's actually pretty easy to make. The things that you're going to need to be able to make this are some cardstock. This one, I don't know if you can see, it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. You can use cardstock. It's a little more durable than regular paper, but you could use regular paper in whatever color you like. You're also going to need some fabric scraps. I just have a little box here that I keep my little scraps in when I'm crafting things. If you have one of those, great, you can use those. If not, that's totally fine. You can use old clothing. You can use just really any fabric that you have around the house that you would like to use. You need little pieces too, so you're not going to need a ton of fabric. You'll also need a sewing machine and some thread, and that's about it. All right, let's get started. So you're going to start with your paper that you want to use. We're going to fold it in half. So let the edges meet here and then go straight back and fold. If you have something like the edge of a ruler, or if you have a bone folder like this that just helps the crease get nice and sharp, you can use that. And then we'll fold again. So in quarters. All right, so that's all set. What we're gonna do when we sew it is we're gonna open this up and sew directly on this section, but you want to have an idea of how big your design should be before you start doing all of that. So today I'm gonna show you how to make this little Christmas tree one. So this is fabric that I already cut out, but I basically just looked at the fabric scraps that I had and then decided, oh, I bet I could make a little tree out of this. This one, since it's symmetrical, I folded over and then just sort of eyeball trimmed it down, made a little rounded edge on this side, and I was good to go. You can also, if you're not confident in just cutting it yourself by eye, you can use, if you have cookie cutters, you could use a cookie cutter like this snowflake one to draw around on your fabric and then cut that out. A little snowman, a little gingerbread man, whatever you have. You can also trace a picture of something that you have online or look up a photo that you like and then use that. So the next thing we're gonna do is sew on our fabric. I'm gonna start with the little trunk here because I want that to be underneath the actual tree part of it. So I'm gonna sew around this edge here, and then I'll sew this one on top of it. And then I haven't done this on the other ones, but I think I'm gonna do a little sew across so you can see sort of a little garland across the tree. So when you're thinking about where you want to sew, you can do all around the outside of your design. That's what I did for these little mushrooms. You can go straight down the center. That will hold it on like I did with these candles. You can also add some other embellishment. You could put, a greeting on the front, or what I did with this one is I just used a Sharpie to create these lines, and then the fabric is just the little bulbs. And I did the same thing like I did with the candles here for the Star of David. I just cut out little strips of fabric and sewed them straight down the middle, so they're sort of loose on the edges. It makes a little rustic sort of look. All right, so when you're doing this, you want to remember to unfold your paper before you start this process, because once you fold it back up, it will hide your stitching if you do that. So I'm going to start with my little trunk here. gonna go ahead and sew that down around the edges. It can feel a little weird to sew on paper like this, but your machine will do just fine with it. You may find that your needle gets worn out faster going through paper than it does going through just fabric. So you may need to replace your needle sooner than you would otherwise. All right, I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna put the Christmas tree on. Wanted to highlight some books you can check out from the library that might help you making cards and other crafts this season. There's this Martha Stewart Holiday Crafts one. There are lots of great ideas for kind of fancier, more elegant sort of decorations and gifts for Hanukkah and for Christmas in this one. I also wanted to show you this one, the Ultimate Card Making Book. Again, a lot of pictures, a lot of ideas for using paints and different types of paper and stuff like that to make lovely cards. And then lastly, Homemade Holiday. Really like this one. It has lots of ideas for gifts and decorations. It's separated into different sections, so if you want to make a gift for someone, you can go straight to that, or if you want to make a decoration for yourself or for somebody else, it's all in there. All right. If you liked this video, be sure to check out the other episodes of Let's Craft Together Holiday Edition, and I hope you have a great holiday. Bye!